When you look at bark on a tree, if you would pull a little chunk of bark, it's not brown. It's 700 shades of brown.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because as an avocation, I'm an artist, that's always very interesting to me, and the way God painted the bark. But my enjoyment is not just, my pleasure is not just at the color range there, but the pleasure that there's a God behind that.
Yeah.
And he gifted that to me because he's generous and loving.
Yeah.
And the sunset is this beautiful generosity of the Lord to just, at the end of the day, just paint the heavens with these glorious colors.
Yeah.
So I'm able to experience, because he's at the center of my worldview, a deeper pleasure than the atheist who's sitting next to me, who is seeing the same sunset.
Enjoying the beauty, but they don't know
why. For him,
why.
it's completely a physical thing.
Yeah.
For me, it touches the deeper pleasure of my heart, because God is my ultimate pleasure.
Yeah.
And so it's not like, okay, it's all about holiness and there's no pleasure in that, because we're invited to the pleasure of pleasures, that everything becomes deeper and fuller and more tasty than it would if we didn't know God.
We were just on vacation doing a family reunion, and we did it out in Utah. And we were talking about this, and we went to a number of different places: Zion National Park. We went to the North Rim of the Grand Canyon, and Bryce Canyon. And so when we were at the Grand Canyon, I was walking with my daughter along one of these like paths that they have there to go see a spot where you could take pictures. And when we were walking back, part of the path was blocked off by this sign that said "Do not enter." And so I was walking hand in hand with my 10-year-old, and her name's Quinn. And I said, "Quinn, how do you know that sign isn't a part of the nature here?" Just taking a moment to do like a dad gospel teaching,
yes.
Which every now and then I have this epiphany, and I'm like, I'm going to do something. She was like, because somebody made it. And I was like, well, how do you know that somebody made that and that's not a part of nature? She's like, because it's got words on it. And I was like, yeah, it's complicated, right? It's complicated. You know that there's a person behind who made this sign right here, and that it's not a part of the rest of the nature here. But look around in this nature. How much more complex is this nature around us, and how much more beautiful is what we're looking at than this sign that says "Do not enter"? And she was like, and I said, that's how we know it. Just like we know that sign was made by someone because it was purposeful and intentional, this beautiful landscape that we're looking at was made by someone because it's complex and beautiful and intentional. And I don't know if the moment was like captured by her the way I wanted it to be, but I'm going to keep plugging away. But it was just one of those things that, yes, I'm able to worship. When I went to the Grand Canyon and looked down into basically just a big hole, I was able to worship in new ways because I saw the creator behind the creation.